Hey, what's up, everybody? I was hoping to do a live stream last night, but it's just not happening. Had a long weekend. Definitely wanted to test out that new Kick streaming app on my main channel, but maybe we'll do that tonight. Either way, it's been a bad week for Marvel. There's been a lot of crap. Well, a particularly bad month, I guess, if you count the Ant-Man 3 flop. And then, of course, the reports that have come out in the last few months about Disney losing $120 billion in market value on just every failure that they've had, kind of like slapping them in the face. And I know right now, like, the economy's down, the stock market's tanking. Not all of it is in Disney's control. But unfortunately for them, it seems like the things that are in their control are just kind of blown up in their face. Whether it's choices about casting and roles, or whether it's about how they're portraying certain characters or reboots, they're just they're taking L after L, we'll put it that way. One of those recent L's is Jonathon Majors, the actor that played King the Conqueror, in both Loki, the TV streaming series, as well as in Ant-Man 3 Quantumania, was arrested on, I believe it was on Saturday morning, for an alleged domestic dispute. And I want to start off and be very clear that this is just alleged. There's no evidence as of yet. There's no charges or anything. And he's a celebrity, so whether he's guilty or not, there probably won't be charges. Let's be honest about that. He could be innocent or he could be guilty, but he's probably not going to face any charges. And so the article from CNN reads, Jonathon Majors, who recently starred in Creed 3 and Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, was arrested Saturday morning in an alleged domestic dispute. Majors, 33, was taken into custody following a 911 call made from his Chelsea neighborhood of Manhattan. The victim informed police she was assaulted, the statement said. The 30-year-old woman had minor injuries to her head and neck. Majors faces charges of strangulation, assault, and harassment, according to the NYPD. An attorney for Majors, Priya Chowdhury, said the actor is completely innocent and was provably the victim of an altercation with the woman he knows. Which, I mean, it's very possible, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of crazy ladies out there that attack a man, and even if the man doesn't respond, like, equally in force, it's sometimes the onus is on him to, like, completely remove himself from the situation to avoid a false allegation. That is a possibility. But we're going to see a little bit more about his alleged personality as we look through some more of these articles. So just keep that in mind. Innocent till proven guilty, but there is definitely, there's a pattern, apparently. So yeah, this next article from BuzzFeed kind of goes over the same thing. His attorney says the woman who accused him of assault has taken back her allegations after he was arrested in New York. And I haven't seen anything else verifying this. But the lawyer claimed that he's completely innocent and he's the victim of an altercation with a woman that he knows. According to Chowdhury, video evidence of the incident, which occurred within a vehicle, and testimony from witnesses will prove the actor's innocence. The woman also took back her accusation of assault in written statements, Chowdhury said. Now, I haven't personally seen these statements with my own two eyes. I imagine if the lawyer has them, she wouldn't just say it without actually having proof. She added that the woman was having an emotional crisis for which she was taken to a hospital yesterday. And again, the original reporting was that she was taken to a hospital for medical treatment. I believe it was like a cut behind her ear and some other visible signs on her face and neck of strangulation or some sort of assault. But, I mean, there's already been blowback to this. The U.S. Army has pulled their commercials featuring the actor after the alleged assault, which, if he's innocent, I hate to see that. That's kind of a bummer. It's like any time that you see somebody who is accused of something, and then before they even have a chance to defend themselves, in an actual court, the court of public opinion kind of takes over and they lose tons and tons of ad revenue or sponsorships or contracts or jobs that they had potentially lined up. And it's not fair. It's not right. But, this is the kind of thing that happens with a big name that's in the press, he's working for Marvel. He's working for the big guys, right? You don't get much bigger than Disney and Marvel, unfortunately. So this article from Variety says the two Be All You Can Be commercials featuring Majors as an on-screen narrator were pulled Sunday. The U.S. Army plans to continue running other ads in the campaign, maintaining a digital presence as well as a prominent position in broadcasts of the NCAA March Madness tournament. Advertisements featuring Majors were still running during the NCAA broadcast on Saturday evening. A quote from them says, "The U.S. Army is aware of the arrest of Jonathon Majors, and we're deeply concerned by the allegations surrounding his arrest. We recently released 2 ads in which Mr. Majors appears. While Mr. Majors is innocent until proven guilty, prudence dictates that we pull our ads until the investigation into these allegations is complete." I mean, you hate to see it if he's innocent. I guess that's a reasonable approach. But I don't know. It's a murky area. It's a lot of gray matter. But here's something from Fandom Wire that definitely, it does not mean that he's guilty. Let's be honest about this. This is 100% speculation, conjecture, rumor, gossip, whatever you want to call it. You have to have both sides of the story. So according to somebody that he knew at Yale, this is a pattern that kind of fits his personality. Well, and from somebody else who has some inside information from Hollywood. So the article from Fandom Wire, we're going to briefly cover it, and you can make up your own minds. Like I said, I don't think this is going to trial. I don't think there's going to be charges. I don't think there's going to be anything in the future about this. This is just a black eye for Marvel at this point. But I don't think anything will come of it because he's a big name star in Hollywood working for the big guys. There's no way that he's not going to walk away from this scot-free. So the article just starts off saying Jonathon Majors is a rising star in Hollywood, known for his remarkable performances and his films. Okay, yada yada. We all know who Jonathon Majors is. He's an actor. Okay, fine. I've only seen him in Kang. His role in Kang in Loki. That's it. Personally, I don't care. Whatever. As per the reports, police responded to a 911 call claiming the assault against a woman. We've already covered that. The relationship between the 30-year-old victim and the 33-year-old Majors was defined as domestic, so it definitely is a girlfriend-boyfriend scenario. So Jonathon Majors has been making headlines ever since he grabbed the role of major antagonist in the MCU, but the recent news has surely stained his hit profile. Several filmmakers have commented on Majors' dark side. Filmmaker A.B. Allen posted about the violent behavior of an anonymous actor. After the Majors case, it didn't take much time for fans to name him. Allen responded by agreeing to the public speculations. On being questioned on why Allen is not sharing more information, the filmmaker defended it by saying that it may hurt the people who are directly involved in it. Quote, "If it happened to me or I had seen it directly, I would have. But the people he has abused or mistreated chose to stay silent, perhaps for their own safety. It is not my role to out what he did and thereby out them without their consent." And that was from March 26th, so just a day or two ago. Tim Nicolai also took to his social media and shared the shady side of Majors and revealed that people in the Yale and New York City community are well aware of it. Nicolai described the antisocial behavior of Majors, which took everyone by surprise. Quote, "I'm just going to say this about Jonathon Majors and be done with it. Folks at Yale and the broader New York City community have known about him for years. He's a sociopath and abuser, and that is how virtually everyone speaks about him. It's a shame it took this long for him to be reported. I'm already seeing a bunch of, why didn't you do anything? Folks, people have tried, ultimately needed a victim to come forward. It's both simultaneously awful to know he is still doing this and also a relief that he may never get to again." Well, that's far-fetched. He's not going to get charged. "The allegations against the Gully star have surely shocked everyone and reaffirmed the unstated gloomy side of the bright entertainment industry." Dude, I mean, everyone who actually has half a brain cell knows that the entertainment industry, whether it's music, whether it's Hollywood, whether it's, TV, film, cinema, theater, it's full of creeps, it's full of freaks, it's full of pedos, it's full of abusers and predators. And we just ignore it because we get entertained by these people. So they get their $1 million mansions and they get their big fat paychecks and their 15 minutes of fame. And we clap like little seals and monkeys because that's what we do. We are entertained by them. So as long as they keep, putting out movies, we keep paying them and the cycle continues. But yeah, I mean, I just kind of wanted to highlight this because this is a bad time for Marvel. Disney is flipping around left and right like a beached whale on land, not knowing how to recover from this. I'm not going to say Disney's going to necessarily take a massive hit just from this one arrest, but I definitely think it's a pattern that they cannot afford to see continuing right now with the massive amount of money that they've been losing with their bad press, with their bad rapport with the fans. I mean, Disney is in a bad way right now, and this kind of thing just makes it even worse for them. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to subscribe. I appreciate all the new subscribers recently. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you on the next one.